Good afternoon, everybody. Today is Monday, March the 10th, I believe, right?
You are
yes,
correct.
March 10th, thank you, 2014. I'm Tim Bartos. This is my guest, Ruth Tietz, and I'm going to tell you a little bit more about Ruth in just a minute. This is a live web chat. We are live in the studios at CBS 6 Albany on Balltown Road in Schenectady, and we are here to discuss charitable giving and how it helps seniors in the community and why there's a need for charitable giving. And we want to take your questions. We want to hear your thoughts on this subject. So there are two ways that you can get in touch with us. We'd love to hear from you. You can email us at chat@wrgb.com, chat@wrgb.com. Or if you're on Facebook, you can send your question or your thought through the CBS 6 Facebook page. So we'd love to hear from you. Again, we're going to be talking about charitable giving and how it helps seniors today.
Absolutely.
So,
yeah. Good stuff.
anyway, good stuff.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Gosh, thank you so much for coming down today, Ruth. Really appreciate it.
Well, thanks for having me as your guest, Mr. Bartos.
Oh,
Appreciate it.
Ruth Tietz is the Director of Marketing and Public Relations and Development at Baptist Health System, and she has been with us now for just about 10 years, right?
Just about.
Almost.
It doesn't seem possible.
I don't know where those 10 years have gone.
Me either. And time goes faster as you get older, they say.
They say that.
Yes.
You're right. But I'm not sure that's why. Right?
Okay, we'll go with that.
We'll go with that. Anyway, prior to coming to Baptist, Ruth cultivated an extensive background working in various capacities of media for over 20 years. That's hard to believe, but anyway. She, including Director of Non-Traditional Revenue with CBS 6 Albany and Director of Marketing for WGNA, where she was part of the team that developed and brought the Country Fest annual music festival to this area, which lives on to this day.
Does, yeah.
Which should make you feel really good, I'm
It
sure.
does. It's a great event.
Yes, it
great,
is.
great community event.
Ruth is an alumni of the Sage Colleges and the National Leading Age Leadership Academy, class of 2008. She loves bringing her two dogs to work, Izzy
I
and
do.
Karen, and the residents love having the dogs.
they
too.
do.
My
They
gosh,
do.
We all enjoy them.
Yeah, they're good stuff.
They're part
too.
of the part of the team.
They are. If you ever come visit us at Baptist, most days my office is right around the corner when you walk in, and they're there. So they're our official greeters.
They certainly are. And when she's not working, she loves spending time with her boyfriend Dan at the Great Sacandaga Lake and her yoga practice, as well as volunteering with local organizations in the Capital Region, including the Boys and Girls Club and the Leading Age Leadership Academy. So that's a little bit about Ruth. She's got a very extensive background, and we're thrilled to have her at Baptist.
Oh, thank you.
And again, happy to have you here today, Ruth. So,
thanks.
Why don't we get started? Because I have some questions that I want to ask.
Okay.
So the first question that I have are, what are some ways that people can get involved with the different not-for-profit agencies throughout the Capital Region that have a dedicated mission to seniors in particular? And there are a number of them.
There are, yeah. There's a lot of organizations out there. There's a lot of different not-for-profit organizations in the Capital Region, all mission-based, doing all kinds of different things. When you get into senior organizations, there's a real need for not only volunteers, but for people to really get involved with philanthropy, fundraising, putting programs in place, things of that nature for many of these senior organizations. And I really think, doing a little bit of research on this, a trend for that is the fact that we are really a population that is getting a little bit older, and there's less new people and more older people. And because of great benefits of modern medicine, we're living longer. So the golden years are actually golden for a little bit longer, so that's great. However, if you have some declines in health or some other issues that go on, economic things in your own life, you may need one of these organizations. So there's a lot of organizations out there that do cater to seniors, and I'm going to tell you about a few of them today. But I want to first and foremost let you know that there's a couple of great portals to get access to to what organizations you might be interested in. So one of them is the Capital District Volunteers Meetup, and there's a website for that. It's www.meetup.com, and what that does is it lists several different organizations from the Capital Region, and many of them senior-oriented. So you can peruse that, go through there, and see if something really kind of speaks to you, something that you're interested in. Yeah,
absolutely.
There's another great one called Volunteer Match, and you can find that at www.volunteermatch.org. And that's a great organization, too, that'll put you in touch with many senior type of programs that you could volunteer for, or if you are so inclined and you really feel like you have a passion for taking care of seniors, you can donate money to them or get involved in different fundraising organization projects that they have, all kinds of ways. Two other ones that come to mind, the Stakeholders is newer, but they're terrific, and you can find them at stakeholders.force.com. And then
stakeholders.force.com,
right, like a force of people having holding
Sounds
stake in the future of our seniors. I think that's what they meant. And then also there's Great Nonprofits, and you can go to that. It's greatnonprofits.org. Put your zip code in. Different organizations will come up that are in your area, senior focused and otherwise. And you can get involved that way too.
Oh,
so
that's great.
There's such a variety of organizations out there that really do need your help. Funding gets cut, unfortunately, a lot with seniors.
I was just going to ask you, why is the need so great? And that's one of them. I know.
Yeah. We live this every day.
Every day.
So it's there's only so much reimbursement that goes out either at the federal level or at the state level, and some organizations don't get any of that reimbursement. So we're pretty fortunate that we have some of that, but every year it shrinks because every year there's a need for more organizations for funding. So a lot of the special things that senior organizations want to do for their residents, be it help them get their homes in order so they can stay independent in their own home through construction projects, or having people come in and look in on them, provide transportation, light housekeeping, whatever the case may be. There's just not a lot of funds for those home services.
Right.
It's one of the biggest cuts to the New York State budget this year, in fact. So there's really a need, simple things that don't seem so simple, like transportation programs for outings for people. Those are all things that philanthropic funding, additional dollars that aren't covered by reimbursement go into effect and help cover for folks.
Right, absolutely. I just want to mention before I forget the websites that you mentioned, and you gave us 4 excellent websites, resources to be able to find out if you want to volunteer at any of these organizations, or the websites that are going to list different organizations where you can have an opportunity to volunteer or perhaps donate or whatever. These will be listed on the website, so if you miss them, don't worry about having to write them down, because they will be listed on the website and or the CBS 6 Facebook page. But thank you very much for sharing those 4.
Absolutely. We'll also be putting those on our Baptist Health website, too.
And they'll be, we will have those on our Baptist Health website as well.